Hey guys, what's up? It's Angelina. Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, I did my eye makeup, basically, and my under eye concealer because today we're going to be testing out a foundation, so I just wanted to kind of get a majority of the face out of the way. Okay, so if you're new here, how I normally do it is that one side of my face we're going to do with a sponge, and the other side we're going to do with a brush. I did use the Rare Beauty Brow Gel today, and I really like it. Like, I literally just used it alone, and I think it's doing such a good job. So I think my only clean sponge is this little tiny one from Shop Miss A, I'm pretty sure. The state of my skin is it's currently pretty dry, but I have a lot of skincare on it for the day, so it's probably like more dewy looking than usual, but it is on the drier side because I'm on acne med. I'm gonna shake this up. I feel like my face is literally the color of a tomato. But as you guys can see, they did a pretty good job at covering. We're gonna go in with a little bit more product. And what I really like about this product, and you know, something that I do really appreciate about it, is that it always looks so radiant and natural on the skin. I think Fenty did a really good job with this product. But like I said, the issue is that it does break me out, and it doesn't break me out in the moment, but it'll break me out the next day, and it'll be super teeny tiny little bumps everywhere. And I think the shade 10 is a pretty good match for me. So this is definitely not like my favorite skin tint. I think I have other skin tints that just look way better on the skin, but this is still like not a bad option. So before and then after, obviously even out the skin tone. I have that really nice sheen to my skin, so it looks, you know, more natural because it is on the dewier side. But overall, it did a really good job, and the shade match is pretty good for me. On the right side, we're going to use a brush. This is a brush from YESSTYLE, and it's the foundation brush. Just going to start with a little bit, just because with a brush you tend to get more coverage anyways, so I like to kind of build slowly. So that's pretty good, but I'm gonna still build it up a little bit so we can cover up that hyperpigmentation and redness. We are almost done with this series, which is so exciting. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I'm currently retrying every single foundation in my collection, and at the end we're going to do a massive declutter, and we're going to do a comparison of all of my foundations and my skin tints and see what I think are the top products, like my holy grails, and we're gonna see what we can declutter and get rid of, because there's no need for me to have 500 foundations in my collection. As of right now, I'm kind of on a roll, so I think I'm gonna be posting 3 times a week, but I don't want to fully commit to that. So what I said is that I'm gonna post every Sunday and Tuesday, and then an occasional bonus video, because I think as of right now, like, I have a lot of time and I have so many, you know, things coming in the mail, like PR and stuff. So ideally I would like to get you guys those reviews as soon as possible. So I think I did a pretty good job. You can still see some redness and some pigmentation. It's just like not covering everything completely, but I think that's good. I don't want to like go too crazy and like build it up way too much and then I hate it because it ends up being cakey, but I think that it did a pretty good job. As much as I like the way that this looks, it is not the most skin perfecting skin tint, and I think as formulations have come a long way, you know, I will say Fenty in my memory was like one of the first brands that released a skin tint kind of product, and I remember when this launched, it was like all the rage, and especially for me because I was so excited about it. But I think as the years have gone on and new brands have released skin tints and better skin tints and different formulations, I just think that this isn't like in my like top tier products. But it's still not bad. The only reason why I don't wear it often is because it breaks me out the next day. So like I said, for me personally, I just have better options. So I'm gonna go off camera and do the rest of my makeup, and then we'll check back in a little bit. So I quickly finished up the rest of my makeup, and I will say I'm not loving it. I forgot that this doesn't really play well with dry skin, at least in my own experience. I think my forehead is looking, you know, my forehead is on the drier side, but you guys saw how much skincare I had on, and I still felt like my forehead was looking a little dry. So I mean, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. I think my forehead is mainly what's concerning me. And like my chin area looks a little bit dry. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about this one. But it's currently 1:39, so we'll check in a little bit, but we're going to do an up close so I can show you guys what everything is looking like. So this is definitely not my favorite, at least just right off the bat. I probably would pair this with a hydrating moisturizer if you have drier skin or like dry patches, but obviously when I do these videos I don't use any primer or setting spray or anything like that. I basically just use the product and then set my face and we call it a day. And then I'm gonna let you guys know, so it's fall. I wanted to do fall tones, and I actually recently got this Natasha Denona palette, but this is what I used on the eyes today. I wanted to, you know, get into some fall tones. And then for the cheeks, I'm sure you guys can see it's very, you know, orange, and it kind of matches with the eyes. This is from NARS. It's the shade Taj Mahal. I've talked about this before. I honestly don't reach for it a lot because I just prefer like pink blush, but when it comes to the fall, like when it becomes fall time, I kind of go for this. The only thing I don't really like about this is that it has a lot of shimmer. So if you do have any sort of texture on the cheeks, you're probably gonna see it. It doesn't really bother me a ton. I just kind of, you know, mainly focus it in the high points, but I do really like this. And I actually had someone ask me on Lemonade, because I featured this in a Lemonade post. Somebody asked me, like, they said that they didn't see it on Sephora's website. Where did I get it? I actually ordered this off of Nordstrom, but you can also get it at Ulta, but you can only get it online. So online, Nordstrom and Ulta is the only place that sells this shade, or you could go on the NARS website and get it from them too. But this is like such a good shade if you have medium to deep skin tones. I think you'll really like this. So I use Cork on the edges, then I use New Truffle on the center, and then I used my Patrick Ta lipstick in Oshi Single, I think, and that's what I put in the middle. It's just a nude, like a warm tone nude. But yeah, that's basically my makeup look for the day, and I think I really like all these tones paired together, so I might do this look again but with a different base, because my face, just like I'm not feeling it today. This only really built up to like not even medium. I would say like on the lighter side of medium coverage, and I just kind of wanted something with a little bit more coverage today, but it's fine. I think it looks pretty good, and especially from a distance it looks very natural. So I forgot to check in because I actually filmed a video and then I went out, but I did take some photos and some videos, so I wanted to show you them. Honestly, this looked a lot better than I was expecting. It held up really well, and I only got minimally dewy. It also didn't break me out the next day. That could be due to the fact that I'm on acne medication, so maybe this works differently with my skin. But overall, it wasn't bad. I did wear it for about 5 hours, and I felt like it looked pretty good at the end of the day. It wasn't horrible, but it also wasn't amazing, because I felt like in certain parts of my skin, my face just looked really dry. But overall, I would probably give this like a 6 out of 10.